In a year marked by the rise of fake news, we should probably not be surprised that a story made the rounds on the internet this week, falsely claiming that December 20th would be the darkest night in 500 years. Even if there had been a lunar eclipse on the solstice, which was the next day, any other night is still darker once the moon has set. We too easily accept anything that's often repeated as being true. For instance, the claim that the darkest hour is just before dawn. That time is often the coldest part of the day, but as the sun prepares to crest the horizon, the darkness begins to dispel. If you aren't paying attention, it can be nearly imperceptible. But to the observant, there are signs. Nocturnal animals cease their activities as they seek places to hide from the light. The sounds of the night fade as they are replaced by the first birds of the dawn chorus. The voices that will greet the sun begin a solo here and a solo there while it is still quite dark, and crescendo with the first peaks of pink, red, yellow, and orange. I love this time of day. I even love the name for it, crepuscular. Twilight is an easily overlooked environmental niche. Some animals are crepuscular, active only at dawn and dusk. Some of them are triggered by such specific light levels that their behavior can be predicted by measuring the lumens of light. And on bright moonlit nights, they remain active all night long. It is not surprising that the nocturnal and crepuscular worlds are a foreign mystery to most of us. We are creatures of the light. Dangerous things happen when we cannot see, so we naturally fear the night and fight against the dark. But we don't have the option of ending darkness. In the natural order, nights lengthen until the winter solstice, when we begin the hopeful journey of increasing light. We too easily turn to complaining in the depth of winter, neglecting the truth that each day contains more light than the one before it. Winter is, in actuality, a season of hope. That is why Christmas is celebrated at the solstice. As sure as the physical light will return to conquer the dark and cold, so too the light of love, born in the dark, will rise to melt the cold of suffering and conquer injustice. What is surprising is how we resist the good news. Lacking the creativity to believe the story, we begin to act as if we fear the light, preferring the familiarity of darkness. We leave believing in stories to the children, forgetting the power of faith to conquer our well-founded and all too real fear of the dark. We forget the truth observed by the poet, that faith is the bird that feels the light and sings when the dawn is still dark. Friends, the Nativity calls us to a crepuscular faith. We stand in the dark, but we sense the light. We know that we can see by even the faintest flickering beam. So we hold on to the audacious claim of that magnificent madman Jesus, who boldly invoked the boundless name of the limitless God when he proclaimed, "I am the light of the world." In the deepest dark, he shone God's light, and the darkness could not and cannot defeat it. He also assured us that as long as he was in the world, there would be light to do our work by. As we stand in the thin space of not quite dawn, struggling to do our work, we may not see the light, but we begin to feel it. As the sun rises, so does the temperature, and with it, the warming air begins to move. Whether a gentle breeze or a raging gale, it is the Spirit moving. So in this dark night, remember, Remember what it is like to believe like a child, and lift your voice in the pre-dawn chorus of hope, singing up the light of the risen sun that moves the spirit, which blows where it wills, with the power to set everything aright. Believe and rise up. There is work to be done.